Hello, leader. Welcome to How to Lead in 15 with me, Sue Naughton-Marsh. And I'm here to help you elevate your leadership skills in just 15 minutes a day. Yay! You will hear me talk about topics like strategic mindset, leadership development and your leadership style, motivating teams, and looking after that all important you. And I want to help you to shine in the spotlight without burning out or reading tons of books, because I'm reading them all for you. Okay, this is part two of a four-part section on having a strategic mindset. In part one, I talked about having a curious mindset and asking strategic questions. So if you haven't seen that yet, check it out. There's a link in the notes. Today is part two, so let's get into it. And I want to ask you one question. Do you have a head for data? Have you got a mindset for data? Now, for some people, they'll say, yeah, I love data. And for others of you out there, you might be thinking, oh no, numbers, detail, data. That's not for me. I don't like it. Well, look, it doesn't have to mean that you spend your days and nights looking over graphs and numbers and wading through lots and lots of spreadsheets. It doesn't have to be like that. But if you want to be able to start having that greater influence and widening your perspective, you are going to have to get a little bit interested in data, numbers, patterns, and all of that juicy information that's out there in relation to the work that you're doing. So for today, I want you to think about something that you're working on. Always relate it back to something you're working on. You've got a new project, a new initiative, or something that you're trying to get your head around, or you might have to do a presentation at a leadership meeting or for your team. Then start mining for data a little bit. And that might mean you need to ask somebody who you know is really good at finding out data. And you want to look for certain patterns. And I've written down some ideas for you so you can start thinking about, well, what sort of data do I need? So you're going to need some data from within your organization, something that relates absolutely to the thing that you're working on. And that data will be easily ready for you. Go and ask people who look after data in your business to give you some performance figures or something about the way customers interact with a service. Do you notice some patterns? Is there something that they can pull a report off for you so that you can see what the patterns are? Are your customers using something in a different way, which will help inform what you're doing and how you design something, or what you do for them, or what you change? So start looking at data, obvious data that's within your business and related to the thing that you're doing. And then take that outside as well. Start talking to people outside of your business, but maybe in a same industry, same related business, or people with roles like you in other organizations who are also dealing with the same sorts of things. And ask them to share their data. This is a great way for you to start networking and start getting to know people and getting new perspectives outside of your business. So start asking them for data. What's going on with them? Have they noticed the same patterns? And it doesn't have to be complicated. Just look for the last 3, 6, 9, 12 months. Start looking for some patterns. So there you've got your internal data, your external data in your own industry. And now you might want to think about data that might be in your business, but not related to your particular area of the business, which might have an impact or an influence on what it is you're doing. So talk to other departments. What's going on with them? Think about your customer journey, if it's something to do with that. What points do they press up against so that you can go and speak to other team leaders in your business, and ask them for their data. What are they noticing? And that will give you a new richness and help you to start predicting things in ways that you might not have done before. And then finally, look at external data outside of your industry, but external to your business in non-related industries. And that sort of data you can find by connecting with people online, in communities, in groups, or reading good thought pieces. So start researching great thought pieces around your industry and around these skills and this data that you're looking for. Maybe even read books if you really want to. Start reading books, articles, and essentially start building up your networks, join groups, follow influencers and thinkers who are making predictions in your area, so that you can get a great richness of data. So it doesn't mean you have to look at lots of graphs or crunch numbers all the time, just those basic pieces of information that you might not have done or might not have thought to do. Start doing that now and start getting curious about that data. Start noticing patterns and keep your eyes and ears open for things that are going on that are related to your industry as well. So there you go. That's your task for the next 15 days and forever in order to elevate your leadership styles and influence. And don't forget to let me know in the notes how you get on. Send me a DM. I love hearing about what's going on. And don't forget also to look at part 1. And if you've enjoyed this episode, then don't forget to tune into part 3, the next habit, and to subscribe and share and let people know. And don't forget to notice what works. Have a great day.